What if I told you that the past you remember isn't necessarily the past that actually happened? Most people dismiss it as the Mandela Effect, a strange collective glitch in our memories. But what if that glitch isn't in your brain, but in the very fabric of reality? To find the truth, we have to look at a secret the CIA kept for decades. They had a name for this phenomenon. They called it Focus 15.
Where logic bends and mysteries unfold. This is Mind Paradox.
Now let's dive into the gateway experience. In 1983, a declassified report revealed that the U.S. Army and the CIA were working with the Monroe Institute to train soldiers in a technique called hemi-sync. Using specific sound frequencies, they taught explorers how to synchronize their brain waves until their consciousness literally separated from their physical bodies. They weren't just dreaming, they were navigating other dimensions of existence. But in the deeper levels of this project, specifically Focus 15, where the military stumbled upon something that challenges everything we know about time itself. Here is where the narrative bends. Is this time travel? Or a proof that time simply doesn't exist? According to Lieutenant Colonel Wayne McDonnell, it's both. His assessment, penned in 1983 but kept from the public for decades, describes our universe as a simultaneous hologram. In this view, time is not a river flowing from yesterday to tomorrow. Instead, imagine a massive 3D photograph. Every moment that has ever happened, and every moment that ever will happen, is already there, frozen in light. We usually only see one frame at a time. But in Focus 15, the explorers learned to step out of their current frame and slide into another. They weren't moving through a line of time. They were moving through the layers of a hologram. Let's look at what this actually felt like. In one 1984 experiment, a trained explorer, we'll call him Subject 7, was guided into the deep silence of Focus 15. As the hemi-sync tones vibrated in his ears, he felt the violent click of separation. Suddenly, he wasn't in a dark lab in Virginia anymore. He was standing on a cobblestone street in a city from the 1920s. The air was thick with the smell of coal smoke and wet wool. He could hear the clatter of horse-drawn carriages and the distant honk of early Ford cars. But then, something impossible happened. A woman in a long, dark coat stopped mid-stride. She didn't just walk past him like a recording. She turned her head and looked directly into his eyes. She gasped, her face turning pale with shock. She saw a man from the future as clearly as he saw her. In that haunting second, two different frames of the hologram overlapped. He wasn't just observing the past, he was intersecting with it. This brings us to the smoking gun for the Mandela Effect. If you can slide between the layers of the hologram, what happens when you come back? Lieutenant Colonel McDonnell's report warns of residual vibrations. After that session, Subject 7 reported something disturbing. When he returned to his physical body and went home, his life was off. He noticed a book on his shelf that he had never bought. A logo on a cereal box in his kitchen was spelled differently than he remembered from that morning. He hadn't misremembered his life. The theory suggests that by shifting his consciousness, Subject 7 altered his own vibrational frequency. During his return, he didn't land back in his original frame. He had accidentally slipped into a timeline that was 99% identical to his own, but with tiny, haunting differences. This is the gateway slip. The declassified files show no signs of psychological trauma or mental decline in these participants. They remained perfectly intact, likely brushing these small discrepancies off as simple, faulty memory. If military agents were accidentally swapping timelines in a controlled lab, what is stopping you from slipping through the cracks of the hologram every single day? The deeper these explorers went, the closer they got to the absolute, the central server where the entire hologram is coded. If you reach the absolute, you aren't just a spectator, you become an editor. From this vantage point, the past isn't set in stone. It's a file that can be opened, altered, and saved again. You don't just watch history, you rewrite it. Is this why the CIA officially shut down the program in 1995? They claimed it produced no actionable intelligence. But for a project that discovered the control room of reality, that explanation is a classic smokescreen. You don't stop because you failed. You stop because you found a weapon that could delete the past and rewrite the future. So, the next time you notice a Mandela Effect, a movie line that's different, or a memory that doesn't fit, don't just question your brain. Question the hologram. You might be feeling the residual vibration of a slip you didn't even know you took. The files are declassified, but the truth remains hidden in plain sight. Keep questioning the fabric of reality. Stay curious. This is Mind Paradox. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown and want to explore more mysteries like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join the paradox.